Honey? And you just twist another one in it.
Yeah, do what?
Just twist the...
Twist the thingy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just.
Just.
You have it. You have it.
Bit more?
A little bit more, yeah.
Try and get a bit more. The window open still?
I can just shut it now, please.
Yep.
That's the moment.
Oh, yeah. Nothing in the view, is there?
Hello?
Alright, Chris?
Yeah, I'm alright. You alright?
Yeah, not too bad.
Cool. So, do you want me to start by talking about the Reach show that just happened?
Yeah. I mean, so go on.
Okay, so obviously for the first time in a year, wrestling returns to Plymouth. PWA shut down at some point last year, so now Reach is in Plymouth to take its place. So that's a good thing to start with. I'd say I'll go through the match card if I can remember it. The first match was Chris Andrews versus a guy called Psycho Phillips.
I have seen a bit of Psycho Phillips in, because he did a few appearances a few years ago for Rev Pro.
Yeah, well, Chris Andrews won, if I can remember. Yeah, he won. Then the match after that was a 15-man battle royal, with the winner getting a year's contract for each. And the participants, if I get this right, I remember all 15 now.
If you can't remember, like
Blake Harrison, Draven, Vinnie Clay, Orpheus Jackson, I don't know who that is, but he was in there. Joseph Miller, Adam Flint. That's 6, isn't it? Yeah. Anyway, Josh Knott won the thing. And you had a team called Heritage City Hitmen. Yeah, they were in it as well. But yeah, Josh Knott won, or the guy that was the last professional. Now he's country big. No, they've changed his gimmick. It was good, yeah. Battle Royal was a bit rushed, but I suppose they didn't have time to do all like separate entrances or anything. So yeah, Josh Knott won because he eliminated Adam Flint. So Josh Knott now has a year's plan for Reach. Right, there was another one before. Grayson Reeves versus Dick Riley. Yeah, that was a really good match actually. Dick won, and then they shook hands afterwards. So yeah.
So I know the main event, wasn't it? Eddie Ryan against Charlie Sterling.
That was that was a top-notch match. Right. So then they had the break. And then the 3 matches after the break. I don't know if you've heard of these two guys. They had a one-on-one match. It was the first time I'd seen either of them. It was a guy called Bronco Brendan White and a guy called Man Like Bino.
Yeah, Bino, I've read about stuff from him for Pro Wrestling. I think it was Pro Wrestling Chaos and Bino.
Yeah.
I think it's Dragon Pro.
Yeah, well, Bronco Brendan White won that one. Then we had the Jason King Open Challenge, which was accepted by the current Cornwall Pro Wrestling Champion and the current Devon Wrestling Association Champion, the winner PJ Jones. PJ won by countout because he basically started beating up a fan, and then Jason King went out to check if the fan was okay and got knocked out for count 10. So Jason King is still unpinned and unsubmitted in Plymouth. So I expect that's why they did that. And then the main event, like you said, was Eddie Ryan versus Charlie Sterling, and that was a good match. Eddie Ryan won. Charlie Sterling did try and cheat because he got Joe Miller involved, but Charlie Sterling won it. I was tempted, or he was tempted, to get Grayson Reeves actually on here, but he's in the gym at the minute, so
yeah, that's no problem. Now, what I thought I'd sort of start touching on is on the official roster for the relaunch of World of Sport.
Oh, yes, okay, yeah, I've read some of this. This is looking good.
Right. To be fair, I thought, it's going to be a list of nobodies, but what they've done is they've brought in guys that were on the pilot. So the ones that were on the pilot were Grado, Shah Samuel, when it was on a couple of years ago, a couple of New Year's Eves ago, it was great. The ones that were on it were
Grado, Shah Samuels, Dave Mastiff,
DJ Banks, and
Mastiff.
And Viper.
Then you got Yeston Race, you got
They've added BT Gunn,
Casey Owens, Stevie Boy,
Adam Maxted, Nathan Cruz, Brad Slayer, Martin Kirby, Lionheart, HT Drake, Doug Williams, Crater, who's actually cyanide under a mask.
Stevie Boy.
Gabriel Kidd, Kip Sabian, Liam Slater, Robbie X, but they've got him under a mask, which is stupid.
Yeah, I've never seen him under a mask before.
Will Ospreay, Stevie Boy, also known as Stevie Xavier, Joe Hendry, Justin the Hammer Sizem.
That guy is good, that guy.
Yeah. As well, and I'm joining Viper as far as the women's division at the minute will be
Casey Owens,
B. Priestley, and Kaylee Ray.
So basically, it's a Scottish women's division with B. Priestley.
That's interesting considering you've got 4 that WWE basically turned their backs on and giving them a chance, and that being Aisha Raymond, Kaylee Ray, Viper, and a lot of them. I think obviously you'll still see a lot of them for Defiant, which is because obviously you've got the current Defiant champion, which is of course is Rampage Brown. You've got
Martin
Kirby. You've got HT Drake, Gabriel Kidd, Liam Slater, BT Gunn. And I think it'll also be good for people to see the likes of and I think as well the fact that they've got 2 guys that have been through the wars, and that being obviously Davey Boy Smith Jr. and Doug Williams.
I'm seeing Doug Williams this coming Saturday. in his last ever appearance in the Southwest. He's going to be wrestling Jason King in a match.
And just to confirm that the first episode of the new series of World of Sport will air on ITV at 5 p.m. on Saturday, July the 28th.
Well, so that's like 2 weeks away now.
It'll be 2 weeks Saturday, yeah. And I mean, a lot of people, because of, I think, the whole circumstances around it, you know, how, you know, the Knight family, and it was like, I think the thing is, they were all for it, but I think it was more...
The way World of Sport went about it.
Yeah, it was more the circumstances, how it happened. Now, I'd like to also touch on New Japan's recent show in LA at the famous Cow Palace.
Yeah, you had Jay White, who became the new United States champion. Not Jay White.
Just what?
That's it. Yeah.
If you get a chance, what he cuts. Basically, there's a tradition in Japan, generally, where the wrestlers, mainly the winners, go backstage and do like a Q&A and answer questions of the assembled wrestling media. You don't see it in the States. It's pretty much. I think they do it a lot in Mexico, but it's kind of like the tradition in Japan. And Juice Robinson's going on about, because obviously, for those that don't know, he was obviously CJ Parker in WWE in NXT, but they tried to make him then like he was like some sort of eco warrior.
Something happened with the Gorillas of Destiny and the Elite as well, didn't it?
Well, yeah, I'll touch on. I'll preview. Not preview. Review. So basically, it opened up with Bullet Club of Haku, the Gorillas of Destiny, Yujiro Takahashi, and Chase Owens.
Haku still wrestles.
Yeah, he still does on occasion, and he still has got the general moves.
The guy must be about 60.
He's like late 50s at least. They defeated Roppongi 2K, which was Sho and Yo, Roppongi Yo and Yoshihashi. Tamatonga pinned Gita with the Gunstone, which is basically his ode to Carl Anderson's version of the RKO, basically, because that was Carl Anderson's finish in Japan when he was to Japan. The next match now, it was Tomohiro Ishii and Toru Yano against Minoru Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. in a bit of a rematch from the match that Ishii and Minoru Suzuki had, where each Suzuki became the new Rev Pro champion. Now, the thing was, I kind of expected Suzuki and Zack Sabre Jr. to get the win, but instead they had Toru Yano earn the win over Zack Sabre Jr. And it was like, where's the logic in that?
Yeah.
Next up was Hangman Adam Page and Marty Scurll. They defeated Hiroshi Tanahashi and Kushida. Another, great match. I mean, not long in terms of having just under 10 minutes. Next up was the first of 5 title matches. Hiroki Goto successfully defended the Never Openweight title against Jeff Cobb. Now, if you get when he comes over, if you get the chance to see Jeff Cobb, I suggest you do so. He's an Olympic wrestler, but it first came to the fore, really, he wrestles as Matanza Cueto for Lucha Underground. He mainly teams in Pro Wrestling Guerrilla with Matt Riddle. But Goto won that. Then, in the rematch from one of the best matches I've seen so far this year, the Young Bucks successfully retained the IWGP Tag Team titles against Evil and Sonata. Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay beat Tetsuya
What a
Naito.
tag team that is, Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay.
Well, yeah, because with the two guys that have really helped elevate the quality of the heavyweight and junior heavyweight divisions in Japan. And then you had Hiromu Takahashi retain the IWGP junior heavyweight title, against Dragon Lee.
Didn't he get injured doing that though?
Yeah, well, we still don't know what. Well, basically, then Dragon Lee attempts to do a quick sort of a cradle sort of power bomb type move that when the Sin-Cobra Bushi does do it, he's used it in a bridge like a packaged power bomb effectively. Whereas Dragon Lee does it, or when he did it, he decided to do in effect a release version, but it ended up being botched. And there's reports that Hiromu Takahashi may have. Originally, it looked like there were reports that he may have suffered a broken neck, but now there's reports that he might have just, whether he's had like a severe stinger or something. Now, the co-main event you touched on, Chris, which was Juice Robinson against winning the title against Jay White, which I thought it was kind of about time that they put a title.
I tell you what, Juice Robinson has come a long way since he was let go by NXT.
That's what I mean. And then he's had some great matches with the likes of, and I can think back to Wrestle Kingdom last year, and he had a great match with Cody. Speaking of Cody, he failed in his attempts to become the IWGP champion against Kenny Omega. Now, this match went on for just shy of 35 minutes. Obviously, it was the longest match on the card. The only match to have gone over the 20-minute mark was the match between Juice Robinson and Jay White. Now, afterwards, what happened was where it all transpired. Now, the Young Bucks, they seconded Kenny Omega, whereas obviously Brandy was seconding, obviously, her husband Cody. Now, obviously, Cody and Brandy go to the back, then Haku and the Gorillas of Dust come out. Looks like they're going to celebrate, with Kenny Omega and the Bucks. And then they attack, then they do a number, firstly on the Bucks try and stop, then Hangman Page and Marty Scurll try, and then even Chase Owens and Yujiro Takahashi. And then they start forming something called the Flying Squad. Now this brings it on to the G1 Climax that's coming up in a few days. Now what's interesting is you got Hangman Page on the first night. He's got Bad Luck Fale. Now, and I commented on another Facebook group, and a lot of people agree with me on this, is where does this whole thing with this sort of formation of, Kenny and Cody patching up their differences in the Bullet Club, where does it leave Kota Ibushi? And the interesting thing is that Kota Ibushi is in the same block as not just Kenny Omega, but Tama Tonga as well. So to basically go over, hang on.
Is Tama Tonga the guy that was Comanche?
Eh?
Is Tama Tonga the guy in WWE that was like Camacho?
That was Tangaloa.
Ah.
Tangaloa was the. So basically, in terms of who's in what block A, and you got Hiroshi Tanahashi, Togi Makabe, Michael Elgin, Kazuchika Okada, Jay White, Yoshihashi, Brad McFarlane, Hangman Page, Evil, and Minoru Suzuki with block B. Juice Robinson, Hiroki Goto, Tomohiro Ishii, Yano, Kenny Omega, Kota Ibushi, Tama Tonga, Tetsuya Naito, Sonada, and Zack Sabre Jr.
What does the winner of this get?
I imagine what will happen is if whoever is if the IWGP World Champion, which in this case is Kenny Omega, whoever wins the title will get a shot at him. Now,
Yeah, but what if Kenny Omega wins?
Then I don't know. I don't think there's ever been a case in the history of the G1 Climax where the winner of the tournament has ended up whoever was the IWGP World Champion at the time. Now, and I said, who do I think's going to win? There was this thing about when the block was passed, and I said, I think an Okada or Zack Sabre Jr. because, I mean, there's other people like, Michael Elgin, Juice Robinson, Jay White. I think the interesting dynamic as well is on the last night of Block B, Kenny Omega faces Kota Ibushi.
Ah.
So, and I think, for instance, the first night of Block B, Tama Tonga faces Juice Robinson and Kenny Omega, and this is in a rematch of one of the best matches of last year for me, and it's a rematch of the finals of last year's G1, which was Kenny Omega against Tetsuya Naito.
Yeah.
Now, I just want to also touch on, before we go on, about Ring of Honor. They're doing some shows in England coming up. They're doing shows in Edinburgh, Doncaster, and I think it's London. Whereas they're doing a tournament to basically determine who gets a shot. Basically, whoever wins this tournament, it's like best. It's like you've got the 4 best Ring of Honor wrestlers, which are yet to be announced, and the 4 UK wrestlers, which are Jimmy Havoc, Kip Sabian, Mark Haskins, and Joe Hendry. So the first round matches each one will be the UK versus the USA.
What did you think of Joe Hendry's debut at Impact?
It's difficult because you've not seen him wrestle. But do not get me wrong, he is talented. But speaking of, we talked about before 2 of the sort of legends of the UK scene, and 2 men will be making their returns to Ring of Honor after about 10 big years. And I'm talking John, and they'll be as a tag team in Ring of Honor for the first time, but they've been teaming those all over the country for the last few years. And I'm talking about Jody Fleisch and Johnny Storm. And let's just say, and they're going to be on the shows in Doncaster and London. On one night, they will face the Briscoes. But the second match is the one I'm so excited about. It's Jody Fleisch and Johnny Storm versus the Young Bucks.
Yeah, that's going to be a good match.
And also, what I think is interesting as well is Ring of Honor, they've also booked both Viper and Kaylee Ray.
They're going to pick up where WWE failed. They're going to pick those 2 up.
Here's the funny thing, right? I'm Rabbit on the lesson page, and there's this thing about when it was revealed that Kaylee Ray was going to be part of the World Sports thing. And someone commented that she looks like Bailey.
No.
I do. Yeah. And I couldn't see it. And I mean, but I think now I do think it's going to be interesting. I think it's next week, or it might even be the week after, with the NXT title match between Tommaso Ciampa and Aleister Black. But I do think that Johnny Gargano might play a role. And the reason why I say this, you saw that sort of elevated DDT that Ciampa used at TakeOver Chicago 4 to beat Gargano. Gargano then used that 2 weeks ago to beat EC3.
I could see Johnny Gargano helping. I know this sounds weird, right? After all they've gone through, I could see him running interference and actually helping Ciampa.
What do you mean in turn heel?
Yeah.
But the problem, I just think,
because face it, Aleister Black was the first guy to actually beat him. No, it was the other way round.
Correction. Gargano was technically they bill on that he's undefeated in singles, but the first person to actually beat him was Johnny Gargano. Because remember, Gargano got that title shot at TakeOver Brooklyn. Because for those that don't know, they did a 8-man tournament to determine who was going to face Andrade Cien Almas at TakeOver Brooklyn. Now, in one of the matches, it was supposed to be Velveteen Dream against Cassius Ohno. Now, but Velveteen Dream suffered an injury in this match at the TakeOver it was against Aleister Black. I think it was TakeOver Chicago, whatever it was. And then they do this angle where they announced it was going to be a mystery opponent, and then it ends up being Johnny Gargano. So then he joins Aleister Black, Killian Dane, and Lars Sullivan. And then with then the Undisputed Era do a bit of a number on Aleister Black, partly because Aleister Black had in one of the 4 qualifiers, Aleister Black had defeated the man who's now the NXT North American champion, Adam Cole.
Yeah.
And then
who do you think is going to be
the program in terms of setting up the.
Who's going to be the next challenger for Adam Cole?
The unbelievable Extreme Rules match that they had at TakeOver Philly.
Do you think Ricochet is going to be the next challenger for Adam Cole's NXT North American title?
It's difficult. I think he's definitely one of them.
And the Velveteen Dream.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I think... What's your take on the whole thing with the whole way they repackaged Kona Reeves?
He's alright. I don't really know that much about him, to be fair.
My problem is they're trying to make him, like WWE are trying to make him their version of Hiromu Takahashi in terms of the hair. Because Takahashi's got similar hair.
In a minute, he'll be carrying around a toy cat and calling it Daryl. You alright, mate? You still there?
Yeah, I'm still there.
Cool. Yeah. Also, I've got tickets. Well, I've ordered tickets for NXT UK in Plymouth, so that should be a good show.
Yeah, because that's part of like the batch of tapings that. And I think it'll be. what would be interesting for me is, I think we know more or less in terms of the men who will be there. It'll be interesting to see whether they do some sort of four-way like they would with Charlie Morgan, Ginny, Killer Kelly, and Tony Storm. The reason why I say that is they were meant to have it on the first night of the WWE UK Championship tournament shows that they did at the Royal Albert Hall, but Ginny had an injury, so they turned it into a three-way. It was still going to be a number one contenders match to see who was going to face Shayna Baszler, but for me, it was always going to be one person that was going to win that three-way for me, and that was Tony Storm.
Yeah. Do you reckon NXT UK will have its own women's title division?
Well, I think technically they've already got one belt anyway.
Yeah, I've heard that they're going to have tag belts.
Yeah, they are going to bring in their own tag belts and women's belts for NXT UK, and I think
Moustache Mountain will probably get the tag belts.
Yeah, I think they'll probably also. I think you've also got two other definite teams. Obviously, the Coffee Brothers.
Are they going to work as a team, or are they going to work as two individuals?
They have worked in it because if you go back to the World of Sport pilot a couple of years ago, they were in a tag team match and they have teamed up.
Well, their match at ICW has just been cancelled, hasn't it? Because they were going to have a one-on-one match for the Gen X title. Zero G title.
The other team that they could have Moustache Mountain against are Zach Gibson and James Drake.
The grizzled young vets.
The young veterans, yeah.
What about El Ligero and Mastiff?
I mean, they could, but I think it's obviously a case of only.
Have you ever seen Big Grizzly wrestle?
I've seen. No, I haven't seen Big Grizzly wrestle. I mean, I've tried to obviously see like other wrestling, like the nearest other wrestling to me. Sometimes Attack Pro Wrestling come down.
Evolution. That's very good. Evolution Wrestling.
Or go to Gloucester to watch Evo. It's like. I was going to go a few years ago. The night we won the title against Graham in a ladder match, and on one of them, they were going to have. I think one of the matches they were going to have, one of the guys they were going to have on the show was Mark Andrews, but he ended up pulling out due to an injury. And then they ended up also having Zach Gibson on the show. And I was kind of annoyed because I really wanted to see how the crowd would respond when he does this whole soon to be recognised as the world's number one.
My name is Zach Gibson, and I am Liverpool's number one, soon to be known as the world's number one. Huh? I like Zach Gibson. He's one of my favourite heels. He's like one of the best heels.
I do. I mean, if you get a chance to watch any of his matches for New Generation Wrestling, I would suggest.
I watched that. I'm subscribed to NGWO. I like it. It's good.
Out of all his matches, I would suggest watch the match he had with
Nathan Cruz. Not the match he had against the Show Stealer.
Or against Nathan Cruz, Rampage Brown.
See, it's gonna be interesting in WWE UK, like who's gonna be face, and like I know Pete Dunne's probably gonna be here. I know Zach Gibson's probably gonna be here.
I wouldn't necessarily say that because it seems that they've tried to have Pete Dunne, even though he doesn't do things that are necessarily what a face would do. I think obviously because of this whole program but I mean, again, if anyone would like, everyone says, oh, this is match of the year, but I would say the match of the year in WWE so far was Pete Dunne against Kyle O'Reilly.
I think I've seen that one.
And I thought it was a bit of a threat, not a threat, a danger for Kyle O'Reilly to take it, considering that he and
You think the Undisputed Era will be together for a while yet?
Take over Chicago, which was the match they had for the tag titles with Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan.
How long do you think the Undisputed Era will be around for? Like, how long do you think they'll be a team for?
I still think that. I think the thing is.
Well, if you look at the NXT roster, they haven't really got many other tag teams now in the minute. So
I think, really, I mean, you've got.
Apparently, James Storm is about to sign an official.
Yeah, I think they're trying to sort. I think they are trying to sort that out, and they have got. You know, they've got also, you know, Mustache Mountain, the mighty.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the mighty.
War Raiders.
War Raiders. They've got what they called Heavy Machinery.
And they've got Heavy Machinery. So there are some good established tag teams, but it'll be interesting to see which ones that come from, because they were going to give Timo Sabatelli a push after breaking up the team with him and Riddick Moss, but he suffered a quite bad, I think it was like shoulder injury.
I liked that tag team. Forgot the other one. Oh, what they called Fake Crime Time. The Street Profits.
Well, to be fair, I actually do like them. I mean, yeah, they do.
Angelo Dawkins and Montez Ford.
The thing is, and I may get a bit of stick for saying this, but I find them more entertaining than what Crime Time were.
Oh, yeah. The funniest thing...
Crime Time was more of a sort of comedy element, like...
The funniest thing Crime Time ever did was when they threw Lita's clothes and started selling them.
Yeah.
That was funny.
And also, I've got use of two names for this year's Mae Young Classic.
Caitlin.
Caitlin's one of them. The other one, she participated in last year's one, the Australian Rhea Ripley.
Any other, is there going to be any, I presume there's going to be some Brits in there because of WWE NXT UK stuff.
The only ones I know of at the minute are Rhea Ripley and Caitlin. Now, and all I would suggest, if you like me and you like watching Impact Wrestling,
it's got better, actually, in the last couple of weeks or so.
For me, since they got rid of the whole GFW palaver, I think it's brilliant. I think it'll be interesting to see how the whole LAX Eddie Kingston Hernandez homicide thing goes.
The only thing I don't like with TNA is they don't have long storylines like Z and E.
I think that's a problem that
tag champions.
That's something they are trying to do. But
for one day.
And the one confirmed match, boy oh boy, is this going to be insane. It's OVE, so Jake and Dave Priest and Sammy Callahan against Phoenix, Pentagon Jr. and Rich Swann.
Do you think Rich Swann's going to do well in Impact Wrestling?
Yes, I really do. I think people think the whole about him supposedly battering his fiance, who, funny enough, is Sue Young.
Who frightens the crap out of me, just saying.
She
doesn't dress like that on a regular basis, does she? Huh? Any idea on who our under bridesmaid is?
Another bits of news. one bit of Impact news. Tessa Blanchard has signed a new 2-year deal.
Yeah.
And she's another one, much like what we were talking about earlier with Diaper and Katie Ray and Aisha Raymond. And WWE never gave them a chance post.
Winter is back in Impact as well.
Yeah, and I just don't get the whole her Grado storyline. I like the fact that they brought in Joe Hendry.
I think for a fact they're going to screw Grado and she'll probably end up with Joe Hendry and that'll probably be a heel stable, I have a feeling.
Right. A couple of other bits of news. WWE, Garza Jr. has signed with WWE, but along with Ultimate Ninja, they aren't working for them yet because of visa issues. Charlotte Flair will be out of action for 3 more weeks. Jason Jordan can come back anytime once WWE figure out a role for him.
Well, Dean Ambrose.
And the news of Dean Ambrose, it looks like, and this was according to the Wrestling Observer, is we're looking at the end of the summer.
So, SummerSlam. So, he's going to screw Seth Rollins for the Intercontinental.
But so actually got his jaw broke by Alistair Black. It was an angle.
I think Seth Rollins will get screwed over by Dean Ambrose, whatever match he's in at SummerSlam.
No, I think what I reckon, I don't know. The thing is, I don't.
Thing is with Jason Jordan, they're going to put him back with Chad Gable because they got nothing else to do with him. And I like American Alpha as a tag team anyway, so I wouldn't be too hard, but I wouldn't be too disappointed with that. For the
I do agree because for those that didn't know this, the first match that they had in NXT, and this was before they became American Alpha, the interesting thing was who were their opponents.
The Revival, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. That was the Revival was probably their most memorable.
Oh, when they were the Machines.
But their opponents in their very first match as a tag team in NXT, and I'll explain the sort of storyline behind it at the time, was Steve Cutler and Elias.
Who's Steve Cutler again?
He's one of these guys in NXT. He's formed a group with a tag team called the Forgotten Sons with Wesley Blake, who's the former tag team partner of Buddy Murphy.
Oh, with Donovan Dijak as well, isn't it?
No. He was involved in something different. They're called the Forgotten Sons. It's supposed to be Wesley Blake, bloody hell, Steve Cutler, Chad Lale, also known as Gunner.
Yeah.
And Rhea Ripley. Not Rhea Ripley, Lacey Evans.
When are they going to debut then?
Well, they've already appeared at house shows, but we don't know whether it's going to be one of these ones that's going to transfer to TV.
I like Lacey Evans' as a character. I think she's great.
Yeah, I do. As far as a women's wrestler, it is something a bit different.
Who's gonna beat Shayna? Like, seriously.
It's a difficult. I mean,
it's gonna have to be Nikki Cross. She's the only one that can legitimately do it.
Well, yeah, I mean, but yeah, they still. I think the other two that you have to put in there are Candice LeRae, and the only person that so far has beaten Shayna Baszler since she's been in NXT or in WWE, and that, of course, being Kairi Sane.
Also, Bianca Belair. She's quite good too.
The only thing I'm disappointed about with WWE in terms of the call-up when they called up Ember Moon, right? Do not get me wrong, she deserved it, but they should have at least done what they did with Ty Dillinger to an extent. Have her still, appear on the Raw after WrestleMania like she did. Obviously, Ty Dillinger a couple of years ago was on the SmackDown after Mania. But what they could have done is still, because he was still in that feud with Sanity and Eric Young in particular.
Yeah.
But, it'll be interesting to see how they do the tables match. And yet they're doing it on the kickoff show.
What tables match?
The tables match between the New Day and Sanity.
Ah.
And one interesting bit of news, you mentioned about Nikki Cross. She made her main roster debut at a house show, teaming with Becky Lynch to beat the Iconics. So what I reckon they could well do.
Oh, they didn't team with Sanity then.
No, I think I think everyone thought when it was revealed that Sanity were going to be coming to the main roster, I think myself, like a lot of people, thought it was going to be all four of them. Just obviously Eric Young, Killian Dane, Alexander Wolf, and Nikki Cross. But the reason why they kept Nikki Cross down in NXT for a bit was because of obviously there weren't that many sort of top challengers for the women's title. There was only really, like I said, her, Candice LeRae, and Kairi Sane.
They're all good, actually. I like the NXT women's division. I think it's quite. I mean, I like NXT as a whole, but the women's division is amazing.
You've got other ones that I think have got great prospects, and you saw two of them as part of the women's battle royal at WrestleMania, and that being Bianca Belair and Taynara Conti.
Wasn't Taynara Conti meant to be in the Undisputed Era?
Well, I don't know if she was meant to. I think there was some sort of storyline that it was meant to happen, but I just whether WWE kind of chose not to go with it.
Anyway, dude, I'm gonna go get my pajamas on now because I'm starting to feel naked.
We'll try again sometime soon.
Yeah. I mean, we could do this Sunday before Elimination Chamber, so we can go not Elimination Chamber, Extreme Rules, so we can go for the car.